Hello friends, and welcome back to Ask Abby Dreyer. Today I want to talk about that ever-present question that every successful woman gets, which is, how do you do it all? And the answer is, I don't. I'm a relatively successful professional. I'm a working mother. I'm a step parent. I have parents, I have friends, I have colleagues. I do Aikido. I like social dancing. I knit when the time comes. I know how to sew things. I do a lot of things, but I don't do it all. And, one of my favorite analogies is you've got a lot of balls in the air and you have to know which ones you can drop. You have to know which balls are glass and which ones are rubber so they can hit the ground, you can pick them up again and keep juggling. And no one thing is always a glass ball and no one thing is always a rubber ball. Yes, I need to spend a lot of time and energy on my kids, but I don't need to respond to every mommy, 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 mommy. Nor do I need to respond to every email as soon as it comes in the office. So it's a matter of juggling what is the most important thing that I need to do right now. And I've done a video on time management, so that's not really what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is kind of an unrelated story. A friend of mine was exiting a situation, a professional situation, just kind of removing themselves from the project. And they had very strong opinions about what the team should do after they left. And they called me and asked, how do I convince them to go this direction instead of the direction I think they want to go? And I said, you need to not care what they do when you leave. You are leaving for a reason. You are leaving because it is too stressful for you to continue working on this project. You have to hand it over to the people who are going to have to keep going with it. And you need to not care what they do. And they said, that is a very different conversation than what they were expecting. And I said, what were you expecting? And they said, well, something strategic. And I said, there is nothing more strategic than deciding what you don't care about. And I stand by that completely. It's easy to care about everything. It's easy to care about, all of the social injustice and the racism and, the social inequities and politics and, whether or not the lawn has been mowed and whether the dishes are done and did your child finish their homework and have I responded to that email? It's so easy to care about everything. What's important is deciding this is something I do not care about right now. Because there's a lot of work that needs to be done in the world. There are a lot of things that need very passionate people. But if we don't decide what our priority is this second, this minute, this week, this month, this year, then we're going to spin ourselves into a circle and not get anywhere. So I would challenge everyone to kind of take a look around at everything that they've got going on and find something that you don't have to care about. There are a lot of things that you do have to care about. What is something you don't have to care about? So maybe you put it off. Maybe you just say, I'm done with this. This has everything from me that it needs and I'm done. Or maybe it's I'm going to pause on that for a while, focus on these other things, and then come back to it. So to that end, I am going to take a short break from YouTubing. I have some other things that I need to care about a little bit more than this. And I'm going to spend some time thinking about what the next round of videos is going to have. So I would love to hear in the comments, one, what have you decided that you don't care about? What strategic thinking are you doing in deciding what you don't care about? And two, what would you like me to talk about when I come back? Because I do plan to come back. I do care about this YouTube channel. But I've got other things right now. So let me know what you want to hear. Let me know what you don't care about. And with that, I'll see you when I see you.